topic where they'll talk about patent claims and how to write them. The title of his speech is Claiming Ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, a big warm welcome for Mr. Federico Diamante.
Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome. I tell you, it's great to be back. You know, I saw the most amazing sunset in the forefront, the waterworks. And behind that, the majestic Hillsborough. Midway, there was the North Boulevard Bridge. In the background, the most majestic hues of yellow and orange. How many of you saw it? Come on. Was it easy enough to imagine? You know, I could have described it a million ways, but for this forum, it was probably good enough. Now, what if you're describing something more important? Say to your boss, to your client, your lawyer. You know, I doubt your life is going to ever depend on it, or maybe your job will. If your job is to make an effective description. Whether you're a tech blogger, a technical writer, a patent agent, or an attorney, what we will be talking about today will definitely come in handy at some point in time. Writing a technical paper can be very difficult, especially if you're writing a patent. Patents are lengthy documents, and they can be a burden. You know, you can spend months and months writing them just to be rejected. Failed the claims are the essence of it. They are the soul. They are the juice. That's what gives the invention its life. So how do you write a successful set of patents? Well, that is what I'm going to share with you. There are three key areas that utility patents must possess. Now, at a later time, I will talk about design patents. Those three are antecedent pages, claims preambles, and claims transitions. The claim preamble is the most basic introduction of your patent. The point here is to specify what your invention is without limiting its description. So, Marianne, I'm going to use one of your inventions. She invented the first syllable. This is how you will go about this. Wow. A portable phone for calling. Right? That sounds simple enough, right? The point here is to make sure that your invention is cold, very rough. That way you avoid stepping on anybody's shoes and infringing on anybody's invention. Our next step is to set up the transition. The transition, it depends on whether the patent you want it to be broad or narrow. Narrow, meaning you want your invention to be very specific and be limited by a specific set of points. Or broad, well, obviously, the complete opposite. So a narrow, I'm going to use Marianne again. Marianne invented a cheese sandwich. So here's how we roll about this. A cheese sandwich for eating consisting of a slice of bread, a slice of cheese, a slice of bread. It says slice of cheese, it says slices of bread. Wow. Is that easy or what? That is pretty easy. Now note the words consisting of. In the patent office, these words will restrict you to those elements identified in your patent. So Marianne, if yours is a cheese sandwich, well, guess what? It will only be a cheese sandwich. So if Sheila over here comes over and she starts making and selling some cheese and tuna sandwiches, not only she's going to be making something more delicious, she is not going to be infringing on Marianne's invention. Marianne, don't worry about it. Because if you were to be a chemical inventor, most likely you would want the invention to be limited. Now, what if you want your invention to be broad? You want it to cover more things than those that are specifically identified in the text. I'm going to use one of John's inventions. He likes this. An alcoholic mixed drink for drinking, comprising of a measure of rum, a measure of pineapple juice. Very good. Now note the words comprising of. In the patent office, these words are open, and they allow you to cover the most basic elements of your invention. So if Sheila again over here, she starts making and selling, say, pina coladas, Sheila, she is going to have to pay a hefty sum to Mr. John over here. It's a license fees. By the way, this is one of the most common methods. It is widely used in electrical and mechanical inventions. Plastic, antecedent fixes, which means a thing or an event that logically preceded another. Did anybody understand that? Okay, so in plain English, in plain English, that means that you have to properly introduce the elements of your invention before you make reference to them throughout your question. So I will go back to the cheese sentence. When I use the words said slice of cheese, it was proper. And I tell you why. Because there are two words you always have to use when you're describing the elements of the image. And those are the words a and an. I'm going to repeat it with you. A and. So now, once you are able to go ahead and introduce the slice of cheese with the word a, now it's proper. You can go ahead and refer back to them as needed. You can use the slice of cheese, the slice of bread, an alcoholic drink. These are now free. So we talked about plain preambles, plain transitions, plain antecedents. Yet there's a lot more for you to cover to get your patent application ready. Luckily, I will be here next week discussing further steps to take to get your idea ready. We can all be proud and finally own and invent. This is over.